Dr. Leyland. Step into the future, the world is waiting now. Dreams are in the making, we'll show you how. From the books to the screen, from the stage to the stars, level up your game, let's raise the bar. Innovation, inspiration, it's in our DNA. Breaking through the limits, we're paving the way. Level up, reach the sky, take the lead, don't be shy. Your story's worth it, your light will shine. At Level Up Academy, it's your time. Oh, it's your time. At Level Up Academy, we rise and climb. Empowered in your passion, your voice will be heard. Building a legacy with every word. From podcasts to pages, from business to art, Level Up's the place where it all can start. With heart and with vision, we're chasing every goal. Together we'll ignite the fire in your soul. Level up, reach the sky, take the lead, don't be shy. Your story's worth it, your light will shine. At Level Up Academy, it's your time. Oh, it's your time. At Level Up Academy, we rise and climb. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, we're trailblazing, breaking through the mold. Dreams are alive, let your story unfold. With courage and pride, we'll take the fight. At Level Up, we own the night. Level up, reach the sky, take the lead, don't be shy. Your story's worth it, your light will shine. At Level Up Academy, it's your time. Oh, it's your time. At Level Up Academy, we rise and climb. So let's level up and never look back. On the road to greatness, we're on the right track. Together we'll soar, together we'll thrive. At Level Up Academy, we're alive.
Woo! Okay, guys, we're gonna play a game called I Spy. And I did this purposely. And if you are watching this, let's see if you can actually see where is the Easter egg. Because, Easter's coming up. We got to play. Which one of these beautiful faces does not belong? You guys paying attention? You can't be reading people's chapters and don't know who they are and facial expressions and look at these beautiful smiles. There's an Easter egg. Who does not belong? Okay, so here we have, except for Jay, we have everybody on here today. And I just want to thank everybody who supported us, who continue to support us, who sees the vision, who sees the differentiator. And really, we're all about leveling up. So if you are leveling up anybody, I am for you. If you are trying to help your community, I am for you. But please be kind. Please be loving to yourself so you'll be happy, and that energy actually translates to your work. And it's okay to be miserable on some things, by the way, because it's not possible to be happy at 100%. But if you are happy and confident about what you do and what you're doing it for and who you're doing it for, then I am happy for you. But if you, go on the message other than my authors, because they always pay attention, go ahead and message me and DM me on LinkedIn. And I have a surprise for you if you do, okay? So, Easter egg in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. boom, changing. Okay. So I am a global influencer for a social media platform called Influencing You. This is the QR code tomorrow, Friday, March 28, 1 p.m. Eastern, which is 10 a.m. PST. I will be talking about social media advertising essentials. So I will actually, I always have freebies for anybody who's there. It is a platform that you do have to pay. There are so many, and I mean so many amazing individuals on there who have so many followers, millions of followers, actually providing their services to Influencing You so you guys can afford them. Most of these people you won't be able to afford. For example, for me, if I do mentorship or business mentorship with you, I do require probably like a minimum of 6 months. And I charge $500 an hour. So you won't be able to afford regularly when you look at the advice that we give you. But on this platform, it is affordable for you on a monthly basis. So that's all I wanted to say. And I also wanted to celebrate. I hit this a while back, but 150,000 views like in March. So thank you guys so much for the YouTube families that you are there. I see you guys creeping up. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Maayong buntag sa inyong tanan diha nga mga Bisaya. Bisda kaayo mo. That is Bisaya in the Philippines. Maayong buntag ninyong tanan. Homer is smiling because Homer is Bisaya. I speak the language, guys. I'm saying good morning, everybody. That's literally what I said. Just let's go with that, okay? Happy Thursday, everybody. So I want to invite you guys to our academic publishing presentation. We have 6 amazing individuals. You guys know them because they hang out with me all the time. I do academic publishing only once every 2 to 3 years because it's intense editing. And there's a lot of research. You can ask my sisters. You should see their face after our meeting. They're like, CJ's a slave driver. I know, right? But here's the thing. What we're doing is we're moving the needle worldwide, globally. What we actually create is magic because we're doing secondary data. We can't afford first data right now, but we can doing secondary data to involve everybody who wants to be there to help. How can we? And each one of us individually is tackling something important, not only to us, but to our communities. For example, mine is about women and girls in mentorship. Women should not be competing. We should be collaborating. I don't care what your skin color. I don't care what your age. If you're willing to work and collaborate, we should. That's all I'm saying. Okay? None of these gossip. You don't get paid or move the needle by gossiping about other people and bad things. Everybody has bad things, guys. Okay? If you don't have a skeleton in your closet, you're definitely not human. I'm just saying, right? But don't focus on that. Focus on the solutions that we can provide. So that's what I will be doing is mentorship for women and girls and why it's important. Shanda is going to be focusing on mental health for children, right? That is something that she's passionate about. Miguel is all about entrepreneurship and disability and access to entrepreneurship when you are disabled. Danielle is going to be about public health and policies changing. Yeah, I know we're talking about US, but what if we can use that and maybe even pitch it to United Nations, right? It's time to heal people. Susanna, she's going to be talking about what? Belonging. She's the queen of belonging and how productivity at work and the sense of belonging helps productivity increase and also loyalty. You're going to have a lot of amazing workers in your organization, but if they don't feel that they belong, guess what? They're going to leave. Charles is going to be about ADHD, adult ADHD, women ADHD, entrepreneurs who have ADHD, right? Some people glamorize it. I don't even think they have ADHD, to be honest with you, because it's difficult living with 25 CJs in your head. Let me tell you something. It is very hard, right? We make it easy because we have it. That doesn't mean we have an easy life, okay? So many turmoils every single day. Doubt? Yeah. Imposter syndrome? Yeah. Okay. Depression? Yeah. Anxiety? Yeah. Check, 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 check. We have that every single day. And what do? We try to thrive anyway. So how can we help people like that? Like myself, like Charlie, like Susanna, like Danielle, right? How? So that is why we show up for our communities. Yes, this is a free, but you also get 6 possible certificates. It's April 28th and 29th, Monday and Tuesday. And we'll have time, scan that QR code because that is my website. And I will have registration on there. And then I'll send you an email to register for each single event. If you're there for the full hour at the end, you'll get a certificate sent to you, okay, for professional development that you can use at work. And then, of course, Level Up Circle. Disrupt and Dominate magazine is coming out this weekend. I'm hoping by Sunday. And guess who's in there? You have to guess. I'm not telling you. I'm done telling you guys. And then, of course, my rice coffee. I will always have rice coffee. If you use my full name, Constance Leland, technically that's not my full name, but for this sake, okay, Constance Leland 15 gets you 15% off. Let me see. Am I done? Because I really want to talk to my people. Nope, I'm not done. Bella Grace, yes. Oh, that elixir is something that I take all the time. My knee started to hurt about 4 years ago, and I've tried I don't try to take Tylenol all the time, but this elixir has been game changer for all my pains and aches and everything else, guys. So I love that. Okay, I definitely would recommend Bella Grace Global on Instagram. You can see all of their amazing things, and I think they're giving away Punta Cana. You can go to Punta Cana. They're giving away something. You guys got to check out their Instagram. There's a bunch of things in there. And then, of course, my beautiful sister. I can't always tell you how amazing she is, but I'm telling you she is. And she could be a speaker for your organization. She could do consulting. I know she also asked for a minimum of 6 months to change your organizations in terms of making sure that all your employees feel like they are valued, heard, and seen. Okay? I think I'm done. Yeah, I am done. I'm going to bring everybody up. Oh my gosh. Are you guys ready for them? That's the question. Are you guys all ready? Yes, 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 yes. Huh? Look at this beautiful and handsome people. Oh, this is perfect square too. I love that. How are you guys doing? Erica is the first time Erica is actually on with us, and she is frozen. Erica, are you there? Maybe she is frozen. Oh my gosh. Erica, wake up. Erica, it's live now. Oh my god, she is frozen. We're gonna go with Paulette, and hopefully Erica will come back. Paulette, how are you doing, sister from the UK?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you very much. I have a voice, which is always a start. I had 7 weeks without one properly, so yeah, feeling good, feeling good.
And you're alive, much alive, right?
Definitely all me, and I'm moving. Yes, all moving. All my parts.
Thank God, Erica. Erica's back. Hi, Erica.
Yay!
Oh no, her. Oh my gosh, how are you doing? Can you hear us? No?
Oh, yes, me? Yes, I'm
No,
great.
how are you
Hello, happy
doing?
day.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be fun. Trying to catch up on your conversation. Let me tell you, you look gorgeous, though. So just keep on smiling, sister. It's keep on smiling, okay? Yeah. How are you doing? Because I know that this is the first time you showed up in our team for live, right? Because I know you've been busy hustling. So I said, get that dollar. I'm okay for that. But how do you feel right now being a #1 international author with us?
I I am overjoyed. Like I was trying to figure out what is something beyond joy. I've just been so fulfilled with all the accomplishments that have been able to happen over this month, Women's History Month, for me personally, as well. And having this international best-selling author is amazing to have. I'm just so grateful to have this group that I've been able to walk this journey to accomplish this. Dr. Leland and Susanna has been so amazing with editing and caring for us and being there for us. And then all the co-authors, I appreciate our time together, reading our chapters and loving on each other as we walk the journey together. It was amazing.
Thank you. And I love amazing. That's what we strive for. Let me give you a summary of what I I summarize your story, and then just tell me if I'm on point, okay? So I said, Erica recounts her journey from childhood trauma to personal empowerment through self-awareness and intentional healing. Raised by a controlling and emotionally abusive mother, Erica grew up serving others, conditioned to earn love through pleasing and managing chaos. This dynamic carried into adulthood, where she repeatedly entered one sided relationship that mirrored her upbringing, serving others without receiving support. Her breaking point came after the loss of a baby due to an ectopic pregnancy. Despite the trauma and physical pain, she received little empathy or help from her partner or best friend. This emotional abandonment led to an awakening. She had built a life surrounded by people who took from her but never poured back in. In her healing process, Erica created the Thrive Plan, a self reflective tool that identifies trauma responses, helps build strong support systems, and empowers individuals to live with clarity and purpose. Through the Thrive Plan, she learned to prioritize herself, recognize unhealthy patterns, and break free from her savior complex, which stem from a subconscious desire to save people like her mother. As she began to implement the Thrive Plan personally and professionally, she realized that if others didn't respect or value it, especially in professional settings, she would no longer sacrifice her peace to stay. Her commitment to the Thrive Plan helped her reclaim her voice, rebuild trust in herself, and walk away from relationships that didn't really serve her well being. So, your key theme is childhood trauma and emotional neglect, the pattern of serving others without reciprocity, loss and grief from your ectopic pregnancy, emotional abandonment from close relationships, creating the Thrive Plan as a tool for healing and empowerment, breaking generational cycles and the savior complex, and choosing self trust and intentional support systems. What do you think? Am I on
Yes.
point?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It's so nice to hear that. It's also, it just, the thing that I kept thinking the whole time that you were saying is, which that has brought me to be able to be here with you all in a group of people who are supportive, who are thriving, who are emotionally intelligent, who there was reciprocity and there was care. We have been able to support each other and care for and honor each other during this process. And so I, with that journey, now have these opportunities that are so amazing. And so I'm just overjoyed just hearing that, and thank you so much.
I appreciate that. I love doing that. I love the summary because when you're writing it, you probably have written it once and twice and you're like, oh, I don't want to see it. And then you get a feedback, you're like, oh, I got to edit it again. And then you get a feedback, you're like, oh, when does this editing stop? You know what I mean? And you're like, I'm over it. Like, that's it. I'm done. Right. And then even though when you're done, we literally still edit to the end to make sure. Right. And the reason for that's because Susanna and I, that's our reputation, that's our credibility. And we will take accountability. If we make a mistake, like I think Rebel with a Cause, the what was that? The table of contents was kind of off on the page numbers. And if someone points it out to me, like, hey CJ, but I didn't know how to approach you, I'm like, guys, I love feedback. Like, you're helping me make sure that this represents our brand. Thank you. Don't be afraid to give me feedback. I need feedback. That's how I learn, right? And Paulette gives me feedback all the time, and I love it. Like, hey, what do you think of this and this idea? This is literally Paulette's idea, by the way, and having a story of your own and not in a theme. So thank Paulette. Yeah, like seriously, I won't take credit where credit is due, okay? But Paulette, are you ready for my summary? Okay. So I said Paulette Hallam shares her deeply personal love story, one that begins in the most unexpected of ways. Initially, clashing with a difficult client at work, their interactions slowly shift from professional friction to playful banter and budding connections. I'm getting goosebumps reading it. After a reluctant dinner date, Paulette finds herself intrigued by his wit, warmth, and intellect. And their romance unfolds quickly and passionately. Their love grows into a lifelong partnership, culminating in marriage and the hope of starting a family. Though they experience devastating miscarriages and heartbreak, their perseverance is rewarded with the birth of their son, a premature baby who survives against all odds. Paulette herself nearly dies during childbirth, adding another layer of gratitude and fragility to their family's journey. The poem reflects on 26 years of love, resilience, and shared dreams. Their son, now grown, is pursuing a future in medicine and research, shaped by his experience with autism and bullying. Paulette beams with pride, celebrating her son's strength and her husband's unwavering kindness and love. Despite chronic pain, disability, and post trauma, Paulette finds strength in her family. Her story is a testament to enduring love, the healing power of connection, and the fulfillment that comes from letting love in, even when it's unexpected. Here's your key theme: love found unexpectedly through work, enduring partnerships built on honor, trust, and mutual respect, struggles with infertility, miscarriage, and traumatic birth, raising a child with autism and celebrating his growth, overcoming chronic pain and emotional trauma, and the importance of holding on to hope and letting love transform her life. What do you think, Paulette?
Oh, I think 11 out of 10. Fantastic, thank you. You sum everything up in such a beautiful way. And I know it's my life, but it could be somebody else you're talking about. It reads so beautifully, and then I think, no, it was me. I got lucky. It was me, you know. And I think that's what hope is. If I give a message to anybody, the last line of my poem is hope. There's always hope. And that's the dream. I didn't expect to be married. I didn't expect to have children. I didn't expect all those things. I hoped, but I didn't get what I expected. It took a long time. To be 39 and pregnant was a bit of a shock, but we got there. So it's an amazing story, but it's really one of hope and love and kindness. So yeah, thank you. Beautiful.
I know you were blushing. I was looking at your face while I was reading. I'm like, she's blushing. Oh, I love doing this. And I think it's because I sit there and I looked at your story and I'm like, okay, what is it really about? Because you know how sometimes when you're posting, I know you all are guilty of this, whether you say yes or not. But when you're posting and you're on your own trauma, like you're going through some drama, mama, and you're posting and you're hoping that the other person's reading your post, but you're really not saying it. You're just kind of insinuating it, like you're going around about, you're posting those things. And so I always think that thought and look at the nuances, the in between the lines that most people don't see. That's where I focus, is the in between the lines. That's how I do my summaries. Like, what is in between the lines? Like, yes, this is something that's literally written, what it says, but there's more to it, that the emotional stickiness is there, right? So I love that. Sister Susanna! I couldn't do it without her, okay? Let me just tell you. She keeps me in line too. She's like, hey, you forgot this. I'm like, okay, can you do it? I guess then she bring it up, like, and she's like, oh, I guess. I'm like, no, just do it. That's fine. You're fine. Like, I literally just let her do that. I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite stanza or paragraph from what you've written? I'm going to ask everybody that. And why?
Let me see if I can remember what I wrote.
ADHD moment.
Exactly.
Guys, bring your draft in. You better go look for your draft.
I think back over it, it really comes down to, in many ways, the memory of Fenny, because she's been gone for so long, and she was really the first one in my life until very recently that was somebody that I felt like I could trust completely. And that's what I had with Fenny and the lessons from her, and quite frankly, some of it's not really so much what was written, but seeing the photos. Because a couple of those photos, when I look at her, and it's just that's how it always was. She was unconditional on joy, and that was something that really kept me going in some difficult times.
That's so nice. I love that. How about you, Homer?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, today is my father's birthday. So, um, I grew up in a family setup wherein like you're in a five in a family and you're in the middle. You know, I'm really an attention seeker person. So when I'm on the verge of my career and trying to prove something to my dad, and he left, and everything like went down, something like that. And then the one thing that really struck me a lot is that he told me that sa Bisaya pa, nak, okay lang kung gamay ka grado, basta pasa. In English, it's like, nak, you don't have to work so hard for your grades as long as it's passing. I'm proud of you, son. So I was like, I'm just very happy that he mentioned those kind of words because it's like when you have like two sisters that are failing, I don't wanna make my father fail, you know, because I wanna make sure that my mom and my dad are the best parents in the entire world. I want to make them feel that we may not be successful in different kinds of area. I want to make them feel that. And when my dad died, I was in the four-story building, and then I would like to jump because my dad is leaving. And I told him, Dad, please don't leave me. I'm not done yet. Like, I'm not done yet proving to you that you are a very good parent. Even if we're so poor, you're there for us. So something like that. And I think this kind of project is really a blessing because I was able to find myself. Though people are really leaving, but I should be strong for my especially for myself, to my mom, to my brothers that are still here, and I would like to cherish that. And I was looking on my entire output, and I see this kind of stance that I would like to share to everybody and also to all the viewers right now, that it's like this.
Oh, what happened? Can't hear.
I think you froze.
I went from almost crying to literally like frozen. At least you're smiling. All right, YouTube, 600 people are here. Can you guys say hi for me? Say hi, YouTube. Thank you for being here. Homer will be back. I promise. How about
Yeah,
you, Al? We're gonna
yeah.
go to you.
His tears actually froze the whole screen. So I'm very deeply in touch. Because it's similar to his story. My chapter, that part when I was my business was down. I was doing an export business. I export many products all over the world at that time when I'm a chemical engineer as a background. So basically, I started working with a palm oil in the palm oil industry, and later on, I branched out and being brave and gone into being my own businessman. I mean, I'm the only one in the family. The rest are my other brothers are a chartered accountant and a banker. So basically, I've branched out into something new. I mean, and during that time, the time in the transition period when my business is down, then suddenly when I started off my career in acting, I just bumped into it just from a Facebook post. Then later on, not too long, after like 6 months later, then I heard my mom got lung cancer. I mean, initially I was having a holiday in Australia, and they didn't happen to know that she had a mild stroke. And the doctors do not know what happened because she's very active and very lively. She always moves around, and she's the head of our family. She takes care of our education, our food, and everything. So basically, that was a real shock. When I go back and forth, from my hometown, from Kuala Lumpur back to Penang, it's about 400 kilometers. I keep on going back and forth, just to visit her. And suddenly, within 3-4 months period, she already passed on. So it's too short a period for her to enjoy what my acting gigs. And when I first started as acting, then slowly slowly I just continue on, with what my passion is. So I got into the acting and got into more and more acting gigs in TV commercials, into short films, episodes and all that, So and all some international films like from Hong Kong, India, Norwegian TV series, and all that. And that's what I'm doing now. I mean, I'm just loving what I'm doing from being a talent scout and just to encourage people and inspire newbies to get into the entertainment industry and just enjoy their path, along the way as trying out, being getting them on auditions and acting gigs and all that. Yeah. Thank you.
Newbies, you see this? Zombie movie only though. Like only zombie movie. That's all I'm doing. I will be I've already practiced my move, okay? Seriously. I watched Walking Dead. I met the main makeup artist, Nicotero. When I find that picture, I'll show it to you. We literally talked and I was like, so how do you move zombies? And he even taught me how to make my face zombified, and I did it in TikTok, and TikTok blocked me while I was doing live. It was so real that TikTok literally blocked me. I was like, what? It's oatmeal, yo. It's not even real. Like, what's going on? Greg Nicotero literally told me, he's like, just put green stuff and put your oatmeal and you put it on your face and let it dry. And then you kind of color and paint it. And I was like, oh, bring it. That's cheap. Oatmeal's cheap. Let's go. So I did that in TikTok. And let me tell you, TikTok did not like me at all. It took me 2 months to get out of the jail cell just so I could do my zombie movies. I was like, dang, you guys are no fun. I should have done it in YouTube. But I love your passion for helping others. But in all reality, seriously, I will fly to Malaysia if I get a zombie movie. And you have to tell the directors, you cannot just like show me out for 5 seconds and kill me. No. It's got to be a dramatic death. It's got to be a dramatic death.
Immortal zombie. Immortal zombie.
I already written my script. Okay, I practiced my acting. I written my script. I asked a couple of people from Hollywood that I know. I'm like, how do you do this, guys? They're like, CJ, are you getting into a movie or something? I thought you're in education. I'm like, I'm educating myself how to be a zombie extra. Like, that's what I'm saying. Hey, I'm putting it out there. You never know. Just saying. Mm-hmm. Right? Just saying. But seriously, Al, thank you so much. It gives hope more than you think you know. Think about the people who are changing careers because of the volatile and hostile environment we're living in the world today. Right? You could be in a job where you're in IT or medicine, and tomorrow you will lose that job. What is there? People will attach themselves to their title, that they lose themselves as a person because they lost their title. That story of yours, from chemical engineering to talent scout, is really an inspiration to others to say changing careers is okay. You just have to be committed to the change, right? We're going to go to Paulette, and Homer is back. You said stanza. That's what happened to Homer. So he's back. Homer, we're going to go with Paulette, and then we're going to go back to you. Paulette, what is your favorite stanza for your poetry?
Oh, well, I think the one that everyone laughs at, there's not a lot of laughing in my poetry, but I think the part where I say, dinner turned to coffee. Dinner turned to coffee after coffee until we'd crossed the line. Neither of us wanted the night to end, and eventually, for time, we decided to go back to mine and carry on the night. I wasn't scared of this man. In fact, he shone so bright. He has a wicked sense of humour, exactly just like mine. We laughed for hours and hours. It really was quite sublime. To honestly tell you this, I looked in the mirror of dread, mascara running down my cheeks, lips smeared all with red. Here I am thinking how suddenly attractive he could be, and I look like I've walked off a set of a horror movie. I quickly tidied up myself, ashamed of what I'd seen. Apparently, I was gone a while. He wondered where I'd been. When I told him of my horror at my mirror's reflection, he laughed adorably and said I was perfection. I'll save my son's blushes for what happened next. But yes, it involved breakfast and a promise of a text. I'll stop there. My son was like, "Did you need to put that in?" I said yes.
You're like, don't worry, nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Yeah.
Nobody knows. It's only in a book. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
It's only there
no.
forever.
No,
But
it's fine.
it's like one of those romantic novels where they had a really lovely meal, and in the morning,
Yeah, and then
nothing was said in the middle exactly. So I just
no, I
kept it
love that
clean.
because like I was following it. I'm like, and then in the back of my head, I'm like, ooh, wonder what happened next. Let. And then the next stanza, baby, I'm like, I knew what happened last night. Oh, that's so funny. But I love it. I love it because there was like drama and there's climax and then ooh, okay, I see. I see. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. When I was actually reading your poetry the first time, and I was like, oh, I love this. I like the drama. And then when I read it in Zoom, Susanna was mentioning like, oh, I kind of like the way you read that. I'm like, I know I'm dramatic. See, Al, I'm good. Like I can do this.
She read it like a zombie.
That's right. That's right. Except I needed to drag it some more if I wanted to be a really good zombie. Oh my gosh. A love story zombie. That would be something. Homer, read that stanza, sir.
For this
Don't
one,
yes. Don't think.
okay, yeah. So my my story is like gold. It will never fade. I hope it inspires others to keep pushing forward no matter how difficult life gets. We are not perfect, but as long as we must keep going. Let us spread love, forgiveness, and compassion rather than allowing anger to consume us. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. I like that kind of stanza.
I love that. Thank you. Because it also shows grace in yourself. We're so conditioned to love others, to care for others, but not for ourselves. And that if you love yourself too much, you're narcissistic. All these labels, right? I'm like, okay, I'm a narcissist. Does that kill you? I'm like, what? What does it do to you? Ah! So if people give you labels, own it. What are they going to say next? You know what I mean? Like, why instead of having that in your head hanging, like you're this and you're that and you're this, okay. What does it do
And
to you?
yeah,
Nothing.
yeah, and Doctor, I can still remember, like there was one person told me that, of course, this person told me that I've been to the call center industry for like 11 years, if I can still remember. And then this person told me that I will never be like you. And then here I am right now, part of a group of people that has number one international
That's
bestseller.
right.
Yeah,
You know
best.
why? I won't let you. I won't let you do that. That's why when you gave up on yourself, I didn't give up on you because
So I was
all I
like,
hear was excuses from you. I'm like, no, see, that's not going to work for me, Homer. Let's go. Right. And like I said, I see potential in people because you have kind hearts. And when people have kind hearts, I will pursue you to show you that you can do it. You can do it. And only one person believing in you makes a huge difference. Makes a huge difference. You don't need 100,000 people to whatever, right? To believe in you. You need one person to believe in you, and that's it. Literally, right? I boss around Susanna too. She's coming to San Diego to see me next week, and we're gonna have a photo shoot. Yeah, rain or shine. We're going to one of the biggest conference for education on AI here in San Diego. So she's just coming in, and we're gonna be networking. There's gonna be like 100,000 or 20,000 people. I'm like, see, we just need 100, sister. We just need 100, and then we're good, right? So yeah, watch for that content. Hopefully, there's no bloopers, but there might be. So here's what I strive every day that I tell you guys sometimes. This is my stanza that I really love. I said, lessons from Cheerio. As months turned into years, I began noticing something remarkable about Cheerio, her attitude. She wasn't just surviving, she was thriving and on her own terms. She didn't care what anyone thought of her because she's a little fat. So, right now, guys, she needs to be on a diet. She didn't care that she once had a wobbly leg. She didn't care if someone wanted her to behave a certain way. She didn't she did what she wanted, when she wanted, and how she wanted. And in watching her, I started to learn lessons I didn't even realize I needed. So if CJ acts like a bulldog, that's my teacher. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm going to do what I wanted, when I wanted, and how I wanted. That's it. The end. If you're either with me or not with me, I'm okay with it too. You want to call me names? I'm okay with it too. Like, it's fine. Because I'm living a good life. Like, literally, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm very contented and happy where I'm at. And I can only bring people who's ready for that. So thank you guys for believing in our project, and thank you for continuing to support. And I will continue to support our project moving forward. I never stop. This is our 5th anthology, but one of our anthologies went into university, Miami University. I was actually surprised. I'm like, wow, our anthology can be in the university. Okay, I know what to do now, because literally I'm stumbling on that. Like, I know what to do now. You just need to spend a lot of money to push in this thing. I need a lot of money to do this for my people. So I'm going to do a second round on Beyond Boundaries in September after Susanna's project, because we do anthology every 3 months. So the next one is Susanna, but she doesn't know if she's going to have a theme or not a theme. But we will come up with it by next month, actually, in a couple of days, April. Yeah.
We'll come up with it next weekend.
Yeah, we're going to be opening that again because we wanted to see how we can help others. There's 8 billion people, right? And we need to get out there and just continue to level up everybody. And I hope that you guys continue to support yourself, right? Don't stop writing. Even if you're not publishing it, anywhere else, don't stop writing, because there's always projects around the corner that you could be part of, and your writing is already ready, right? Always be ready. And also, writing is good for your brain.
True.
When I'm upset, I write a lot. I mean, a lot. And if I don't post it, it will be on a newsletter because I was frustrated about something, or it would be a Medium because I was doing, or I'll be like going live somewhere else saying, oh, I'm frustrated today. What do you think about this and this? And then, or I'd be in Zoom with my sisters venting. It's nice to just kind of be in your creative juices. You don't have to be always technical. I like that Al went from technical to creative. I love that you can do that. And also, Paulette, I love that you never give up. Even though part of you wanted to, you never did. Yeah.
I didn't know. But can I just say something as well? That I don't know how many people say this to you, but if anyone is considering writing in an anthology, this is the place to come and do it. These are the people, Susanna and CJ, they hold your hand, they kick your butt, they love you, and they will nurture you, but they will also put you in the right place where you need to be. So even if you don't want to be in the next anthology and you know someone else who does, this is the place to come. You need to have people like this on the team.
Thank
To
you,
you
Paulette.
too. Thank you.
Paulette.
Yeah, we appreciate that. We made this small for a reason because I was scared. I'll be honest. I'm just gonna put it out there. I was scared of not having a structure. That was my fear. I'm a structured person, and this really stretched me. And I went to the uncomfortable space. And thanks to you, and I don't listen to a lot of people. I'll be honest with you. I don't even listen to my mom or my dad. I hope they're not watching. I'm like, I hope they're not watching. I don't even listen to my parents and what they tell me, but for some reason, I'm like, I like Paulette's idea, but I also was very scared. So I was willing to try. Lesson learned is try anyway. Try anyway, especially if it's something you're not comfortable, because that's the growth. That is the maximum growth for me, to try anyway. I'm like, oh, I kind of like this idea now. But now that I love it, I'm like, okay, so I'm going to do this and this and this. And then Susanna's like, what do you mean? I'm like, no, we're gonna do this colored. And she's like, it's gonna cost money. I don't care. No one buys a book. It's gonna be colored. And then she's like, okay. And I'm like, oh wait, it's gonna be hardcover. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be hardcover. And I didn't know how difficult it is to do a hardcover. I thought it was the same cover as the paperback. It is not. It is not. It took me about 5 hours of research to figure it out. And I figured it out because I never give up, just like Paulette. So lessons learned for you guys. If you want something bad enough, don't let anybody tell you you cannot. There's so many people told me I cannot do this, I cannot do that. And if I listened to them, you guys wouldn't be here on this project, right? So don't
CJ as well. You know what? When you read the whole book, there is one word that runs from start to finish, and it's love. It's from the start of the book to the end of the book. That word love, it's love always wins, and it starts at the beginning and it finishes with that. Love for our pets, love for each other, what we get from each other. It's amazing, and that's something I really, really did notice.
Oh, I love that.
Well,
For me, it
since,
was transformation. How about you, Susanna?
well, first off, did we get Erica's paragraph?
Did we get Erica's paragraph? No, we didn't. Erica, what's your paragraph? See, this is why she puts me. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Thank you so much, Susanna, for bringing it up. I appreciate that. I would say that I love that you allowed me to have pictures and in color, because I am published, but I don't have pictures in color in any of my books. So this would be a first for me. And the pictures that I shared were all pictures of me celebrating. So I say, Erica, I'm a love force with mysterious wisdom, celebrating life. Every picture, I have a little picture of me celebrating at a cousin's birthday, then a picture of me after losing my child. After a year, it was my birthday after grieving for a year. And then it was the last picture of me recently at my birthday. And birthdays are big for me. Like, I celebrate for the whole month, and then I've decided to do every 15th is my birthday as well. Okay, so the paragraph that I want to read is, I felt exhausted in all aspects of my life. As a therapist, I created a safety plan, a standard practice for clients in a particular situation, a similar situation. During this process, an epiphany struck. Why not create a plan to thrive instead? Through that, my baby didn't survive. My rainbow baby, the Thrive Plan, was born. And so that is what I create for my own self to be able to thrive. And then now I share with other people as a tool to also thrive, move from surviving to thriving. I heard you say that, Dr. Leland. I heard you say that about how Cheerio is. Listen, a thriver, and we're all thrivers here. And so that's the Thrive Plan. I am so excited that, conflict happens in our life, and it brings us to a place of celebration, something that you create. And we created this beautiful thing together. It's so nice.
Yep.
We are co-parents of this beautiful Scattered Pages anthology that is #1 bestseller. Yay! International. So yes, I just say let's celebrate. One thing I love about you, Dr. Leland, and just this energy is that we celebrate. We are always celebrating. And that's so important.
It is. You know, the song came up, Celebration. We're gonna do karaoke. Oh, I love life. Like, you gotta love life. All the bads, the goods, the ugly on it. It's your life. It's your journey, right? And I was talking to Susanna. I was frustrated about something. I don't remember what I was frustrated. And I called her while I was like on the drive-through Panda Express, on the drive-through. I went to the Filipino store, and I was frustrated about something. I think it was my daughter. I don't remember which one I was frustrated about. And I was just venting. And I said, at the end of the day, there's always lessons learned, especially the ones that you're struggling. And I think the theory, right? I think Mel Robbins have said that the let it go theory. I've been trying to put that plan in my daily activities because sometimes I could be a control freak. And I was like, you know what? Just let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. I used to be bothered when my bulldog is snoring a lot because I want everything perfect while I'm teaching, because I do teach 100 students right now. And I just give my students a heads up. Like, if you see or if you hear somebody snoring, it is my English bulldog, okay? And she does have anxiety. And it's funny because if I'm in the room and I lock them out, like out, my German Shepherd opens the door. I don't know how, but she opens the door for these two little stinkers. Yeah. And I'm like, Athena, stop. And she just looks at me all innocent. I'm like, I know you did. So I put a camera to see. Oh, she takes her paws like this until it opens. Oh, yeah. And then the little one goes to her like this with her little doughy English bulldog eyes to her. And then she would put her hand on my German Shepherd's back like this. And then she would put her butt on the door. And the German Shepherd's like, oh, so you want to go inside, mom? So she would go sit down and start like this with her paw. I'm like, okay, you guys are thief. Like, what else are you guys doing? And then I put a camera when we went on vacation, right? And I was wondering, every time we go out for a while and I came home, the couch is a mess. I'm like, what do you guys do? I noticed as soon as we close the door, when the family goes out, this little one is like, I don't know what kind of messages they're sending, but they were on the couch, jumping, running, taking the pillows out. And then when they hear little noise from the garage, they literally freeze, like, I think they're home. And then when no one opens the door, they start doing it again. I was like, and so I put the camera and I would talk to them while I'm gone. Like, if I'm going somewhere, guys, what are you doing? And they're like, and then they sleep in the couch. I was like, oh, you see, I know what you guys are doing. They're naughty people. That's why I call them people, because they understand everything. So I gave up closing my door. I just let them in and let them snore. So let them theory, guys. That's my take. Thank you guys so much for being here. I so appreciate you. Thank you, Susanna, for letting Erica literally, okay, have her last piece, because she has good internet right now. I love it. And I love that she's on the wig train. We got to get Paulette to do it, Al and Homer, okay? Let me know if you need like recommendations. I'm on TikTok. I will send you the link. And they're not that expensive. I will never do human hair, just because what if it came from the funeral home? Or what if someone got mugged and got cut? Like, all of these things. See, I'm thinking zombie, I'm telling you. I don't want no human hair. Synthetic is good. I can't do it. So, but it's fun, guys. It's fun to be here with you. Thank you so much for celebrating with me. Let's continue. And the book actually is out already. Not the hardcover, but the paperback is out already. If you want to purchase it, it is out this weekend. So please let me know if you have any questions. Other than that, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Sister, do you have a last minute message for everyone? Sister Susanna.
Just I like how you were talking about just let it go. That's really it is. And it's I think about it because of some other stuff that's going on right now, and something I read this morning. It's like, nah, let it go. I'm done with letting others control with their verbal comments, the way they act, how they are. No, let it go, because that's their problem now, not mine.
I love the attitude. Bye, everybody. Time to dance. Exit. Look at Erica. Ow, I love it.
Level up, it's time to rise, unlock your potential, reach for the sky,
Reach for the
transform
sky.
pain to purpose, find clarity and stride. With Dr. Leyland leading, we stand side by side. Collaboration fuels us, together we thrive at Level Up Academy. Your dreams come alive.
Woo! Every time you guys are stressed, just say that. Woo! That's it, dear. That's right. That's how Cheerio does it. Woo! Bye, everybody. See ya.
Bye.